Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Advisory. This is the second part of our graduation requirements, our credit lesson. So today we're going to go over transcripts and see your GPA, right? You should all know how to find your GPA and how to get into your transcript, but we're going to walk you through it. So for first off, we're just going to sign into all together now, sign into your portal. So this is how you do it. You all know how to get there. You want to put in your student ID, right? And that's how you, and your 8-digit birthday to get into your portal. And then here you're going to be able to review all of these things, the attendance, the grades, and any other important information to stay on track. So we're all going to sign in. Everyone get in there. I'll give you a minute to do so. The next page here is this is what you should see when you log into your portal, right? So that's where your GPA is, the left-hand side, 3.7. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into your transcripts. So you're going to see right where it says transcripts under the full report card. You're going to click on that and you'll be directed to Infinite Campus. This is what Infinite Campus looks like. You'll see on the left-hand side, you have that list of options. So there's two things you could do here. If you want to look at your grades, you could review where you're currently at in your classes. So take a minute to do that. Click on grades, see where you're at. Take a look at how many passing grades you have, how many failing grades you have. Once you're done do that, like after you scrolled through, I'm sure you do this every week, so you should already know where you're at in all your classes, right? But that's just a way to get there. You also want to look into your actual transcript so you could see all of your progress up until this point in high school. So if you're a ninth grader, you'll be able to look at your credits and the credits you didn't get, if that's the case, from last semester. If you're 10th grader, you are able to look at all of your ninth grade credits as well. Okay, so you're going to click on Documents. And when you click on Documents, you're going to see this screen here that says Transcript. It has DPS Transcript, and then it has DPS Transcript and Attendance. And you're going to click on the top one, the one that just says DPS Transcript, okay? So everyone do that. And this is what your transcript look like. So this person with this transcript is an 11th grader, right? So there's a lot more grades on here than you would see, right? Or as a 9th or a 10th grader. But this is what it'll look like, right? In the top left-hand corner, where you see that GPA summary, you have your cumulative GPA, right? And you have the class rank. So out of the amount of students that are in your grade level, it tells you where you rank in terms of because of your GPA, okay? And then beneath that, you have your enrollment. So if you've been at previous schools before, you would see that listed. Then you also have all of your terms. Like, so last year we had a quarter system, so that would be like 4 different terms instead of 2 semesters, okay? So it's gonna look a little different. But each grade, as you can see, remember we talked about, it's worth 5 credits. In this case, this person's advisement was worth 2.5, right? But that's, you will see the list, okay? So next to the class, you'll see the grade, the letter grade. If you see an I, that means it's incomplete, and that's equivalent to an F, right? That means that you have to retake that class or that credit. Okay, if it's a core class, okay? So what you want to look at now at the very bottom, once you take a look, you see the credit summary, and you have the attempted credits. Those are all the credits that you've taken and have attempted, right? And then the earned is what you've gotten, okay? So if you see, so if you're a ninth grader, the attempted number should be 35. And if you have anything less than 35, then that means you didn't get some credit, okay? We will talk about credit recovery in the next lesson, But so you know, there are only four like the four course or core classes that you need to recover are your English, your math, social studies, and science. Okay. If you fail ELD, you don't get the credit for that class, right? And you will have to make up for it somewhere else. It doesn't mean you're going to be put in that same ELD course again, right? If you take or if you don't pass biology, you need to recover that specific class again. Okay? So there's a difference. Again, you don't pass an English, a math, a social studies, or a science course. Those are the classes that you have to actually retake. Like biology, again, you will take biology. If you don't pass integrated math 1, semester 1, you have to take that specific class again. And we'll talk about how you do that through the Edgenuity platform or summer school. But say again, if you don't pass maybe like a music class, you just don't get that elective. You're not going to have to take that very specific music class again. You will just have to find a way to get those 5 credits from somewhere else. So maybe maybe you could take art the next time, or maybe you could take the PE course and get credits that way, because you need those 80 elective credits. Okay. So for this part, I just want you to see, are there classes that you will need to retake at this point. Okay. Again, the ones you have to retake are the core classes: English, math, social studies, science. Okay. If you fail ELD, AVID, any elective, you won't have to retake that, with the exception of PE, right? You need 10 credits. So if you don't pass PE, you have to take it again until you get those 10. Okay. You don't have to take that specific course. You could take a different PE course. But what you're looking for now are the classes, those core classes that you need to retake if you fail them. Okay. So take a look at your transcript, spend the rest of this time looking through what you need, and take note. Okay. Because the next lesson, we're going to talk about how you go about doing that. You should all know how, right? Because I've talked to you all about Edgenuity and credit recovery. Okay, so then again, in the next lesson, we're going to talk a little bit more about this. You now know how many credits you need. This transcript review shows you what you need to retake. Okay, and then we'll talk about how you retake those. Okay.